The Sexy Pete is my variation on the Sneaky Pete, probably the most popular named topwater fly for bass. The Sexy Pete has a deer belly head and a possum and shimmer skirt, and I tie a knot in the front legs to look more like frog legs. I use this awesome possum spun skirt on a lot of my flies to add profile, movement, and color. The keys to properly spinning the possum skirt are the dubbing wax, which allows the loop to grab the hair very close to the butts, and the Nano Soap 100 tying thread that permits a hard spin and pull. Add 2 rubber legs in front of the skirt and hit it with some glue. This forms the stop for the hair that goes on in front. I tied 2 overhand knots in the front legs to give the impression of knees and make them stand off from the body a bit. Getting the knots both going the same direction takes a bit of practice. I am flaring and then packing the deer hair to get a tight head. I use about as much in each clump as I can hold. More is generally better. In this approach, it is important to balance the hair on the bottom and the top of the hook. The luxury item here is the steamer, which puffs up the hair and makes it easier to cut with a razor. First, rough cut the fur ball into a cylinder before we cut the final head shape. The traditional Sneaky Pete is a slider with a lopsided, more on top, cone-shaped head. There are 4 major cuts to shape the head, and about 1,000 cleanup cuts afterwards. Be careful to keep moving the legs out of the way as you make these closer cuts. Starting from the same rough cylinders, you could make a noisy, concave popper face if you want some more surface action. I use UV resin on the popper face to give it a hard surface that really pops. Getting the eyes just right is a trick I am still working on, though seems to matter much less to the fish.